This chakra center is also teaching you how to set boundaries. Boundaries, nigga, back up. This my box and don't pass it. Period. Boundaries.
Stories curated by the journey of a rose who grew from the concrete, designed to help us grow as individuals and collectively.
Tapping in, say they waiting for it, tell the streets a nigga back again.
Welcome back to Key Journeys, Mindful Monday edition. So we are continuing our journey through the Sacral Chakra. In the previous episode, we talked about basically the basics and understanding the essence of this chakra. And then we started our journey into exploring different ways that we can resonate and open and balance this area. That included affirmations, color therapy, and experiences that you can use to get the free flow in this chakra. Because this element is water. If you did not remember before, well, here we go. Hey, okay, so this week we are going to be covering yoga, dance, and exercises that you can do to find some balance in this chakra. Supplying you guys with all of this so that you can figure out what works with you, for you, and start finding ways to tell what might be the reasons why you're feeling a certain way one day, or why you're experiencing some of the things that you're experiencing, and be able to pull on these resources to help you through that. Just to really see everything is connected. You know what I mean? We are individuals in a whole. So everything, every part of our being, every place we be, everything we do, where we go when we go, is all connected. So yes, that is the point of these. That is my hope for you guys when you see this material, that it really, encourages you to get out, get moving, and find ways to really better and connect with yourself. Find ways to better connect with yourself, so you could be who you be when you be being who you being when you being that. Yeah. So welcome to the Sacral Chakra, where you have a right to feel here. Okay? Lessons that you're going to learn as you're exploring this area, this sacral energy, or I'm going to say lessons that resonate with this energy. So it's no pressure, you feel me? Knowing that who you are and what you do is enough. And if it's not enough, then you should say you've had enough with the people that think it's not enough. You feel me? Go where you are valued, love, and know that you're enough no matter what, and you don't have to show up as anyone or anything else besides yourself. Ashe, ashe. So it is. When you're balanced here, a lesson you're going to learn is balance. You're going to know when enough is enough. You're going to know when you've had enough food. You're going to know when you've had enough sex. You're going to know when you've had enough work, when you had enough fun, etc., etc. You know your balance. You don't overindulge. You don't underindulge. You just always hitting the sweet spot. You feel me? You learn here to also not connect your self-worth with what you have or what you can do, because you're so much more than that. Really finding value in who you are. I feel like you're able to find that value in who you are because you're allowing yourself to fully feel everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. You're allowing yourself to feel those emotions. You allow yourself to experience pleasure and see what you really like about that pleasure. You allow yourself to experience emotions and see what you do and don't like about those emotions and how they feel. Are they comfortable? Are they uncomfortable? Are they somewhere in between? This is how you really, connect with who you are, which is understanding your worth. The words was bouncing, so it took me a minute, but I caught it. This chakra center is also teaching you how to set boundaries. Boundaries, nigga, back up. This my box and don't pass it. Period. Boundaries. This is a fact that I found interesting. Going back to the first episode, we talked about the symbol of this chakra, and it encompasses, it has a crescent moon that is nestled at the bottom of like the circle. of the flower that is being made, the overall flower that is being made here. And in studying sacred geometry, which is basically explaining how there are patterns and shapes that are embedded into our everyday life and who we are and what the world around us is shaped in. Like, everything is made of a pattern, and all those patterns have a source. They all have a meaning. Like a circle, for example, or a square, or you might see two circles. That might mean something. Nonetheless, the crescent moon in this case is a symbol for being an open vessel to receive whatever spirit or the Most High or God has for you. I think that's so dope because as creatives, that's what you do. When you're creating things, you are in that free flow for that water essence that brings in that sacral chakra energy. When you're creating, you're in a zone. And I feel like if you've ever created anything, like, you know what I feel like, you just go to this place. Like, what is that movie? It talks about, I think it's a Pixar, or is it Disney? Is it Soul? I think it is Soul.
Sorry, I zoned out a little back there.
I feel like that is another way of symbolizing, like, just you're in that creative space, and it's literally a space that is being filled by divine creativity. There you go, the words. So I thought that was cool because we have to be open vessels in order for the things that we want to flow properly to and through us. Understanding that life is just a constant energy exchange. So it's like, if you are hoarding things, you're not letting go of emotions, you're not letting go of resources that you could be helping others with. You're blocking abundance because you're not sharing abundance. You're blocking new and fruitful emotions from coming in because you're not allowing those old emotions to be moved out. So yes, I thought that was cool symbolism. Another cool fact about this chakra is it has an earthly connection. So all the chakras are located, the 7 chakras are located around our world. And the place for this sacral chakra is in Brazil. So, types of yoga. There's a practice called tantric yoga that you can do. A lot of people usually think sex when they think tantric yoga, but that is just a very small portion of what tantric yoga is, or tantra is. So this practice really just puts an emphasis in basically learning who you are and becoming one with your mind, body, soul connection, and making the practice your own by following your inner guidance. How else are you going to follow your inner guidance if you don't know who you are? So it really puts an emphasis on that, from my understanding. Other yoga poses include happy baby pose, which is really great for opening up that hip and pelvic region, and just full on targeting the sacral area, which is really cool because this chakra deals with the element water, which deals with our emotions. So a lot of times if we have stored emotions, they will be in this hip area. So I love doing this pose. I would highly recommend trying it. Seated forward bend is a great pose, and then a variation of that is head to knee pose. Bridge pose and downward dog, both because they're helping to stretch that lower vertebrae area in the sacral chakra, helping you to become more aware of that energy center and helping you to meet the demands of stretching it. Another great pose for this is going to also be goddess pose. Exercises that you can do for your sacral chakra include just some little, hip circles to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Little dirty wine decay, but that's in the dances, so hold on, let me not get ahead of myself. Swimming, because this element is water, so any water activities, exercises that you can do in there. Marco Polo, water the water sports. Again, yoga, hip bridges are when you are tightening your core and your glutes and getting that workout. So hip bridges is just a win all the way around. Feel me? Walking is a great exercise, and then any ab exercises that are going to put an emphasis on the lower ab area, so like scissor kicks, planks, anything that's going to work on your core, your center, because that's what this element deals with, the core. So I said a lot about this chakra as well, because it's the core. Like, the core is you. It's learning who you are through allowing yourself to freely express what arises in you, creatively, emotionally, physically. Dances that are great for the sacral chakra include belly dancing, because you work in that hip region, and then you go into a dirty wine. Yeah, the jazz walk. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a jazz walk, but I do have videos included in this sacral chakra playlist on YouTube. To go along with this episode, I found a chakra checklist from a book. All that information is going to be on my Instagram page, posted with this video. So the challenges for the growth challenges for this week in the sacral chakra include, we're going to do these in tiers, okay? I'm going to give you 3 areas you can focus on, and if you want to just do real beginner level, simple, just dip your feet in, get a little wet, then you will choose one of these exercises. If you want to go for the, you a little intermediate, you're going to choose 2 of the exercises to work on throughout the week. And then if you want to go for the gold, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to do all 3 of these things. You're going to find a way to implement all of these in some way, because the more exposure you give yourself to these different elements and how you connect with them, you'll better find what works for you. So I encourage you to do the most. Like, why not do the most? Go all out on you, period. So each day there are 4 check-in areas. Use those lists to check in with yourself and see how you're measuring up, and where you can make the appropriate adjustments to align your energy or better balance it or heal it or whatever it needs, based off of your answers to these honest questions. Honest moment of introspection, okay? Now do some yoga, whether that be a tantric yoga practice, whether it just be some of the poses that I shared here with you in this video today, or just a yoga flow that is centered on opening your sacral energy. I attached some of those in the playlist for this sacral chakra, so check it out on YouTube if you want some some guidance on where to get into this yoga. Now the bonus one is going to be to learn and practice a jazz walk to the best of your abilities. Record yourself doing it, do a cute little quick story or something, and tag me in it. So yes, those are your 3 growth challenges for this week with the sacral chakra. I am Treese the Key, and I want you to remember that you always have exactly what you need. I'm just the key in helping you to see that. I hope you have a beautiful day and week. I love y'all. I hope to see and hear from y'all throughout this week. Don't forget to share this with someone who might find this information beneficial. And I'm going to learn to try and stop talking with my hands so much, but it's really a habit at this point. Thanks for rocking with your girl, and definitely tap into my Instagram, because I'm working on some things and I'm sharing a lot, and it's really, I feel like I'm creating an online diary right now, and you guys are able to witness that. So definitely tap in for the journey. Don't just be present on YouTube, be present on IG, be present everywhere you are in that moment. Ashe. Love you guys.
Say go.
I've got the keys to my city.
Who are my doors? Rolling, and then it just. Who leaving? Did I hear a no? Oh, okay. it is what it is at this point. I was gonna clean my room, but then I got high. When I just throw stuff together and it tastes motherfucking magical. That's like everything that I do. It's motherfucking magical. Like, at this point, if I want it, I got it dripping like water. You feel me? Like, hey, sacral chakra energy. Okay, anyways, back to it and out of here.